Alright guys, welcome back to our Dynasty episode 2. So today we got week 5 against Rice, Pasadena versus Rice. Early on we started out and we actually had a pretty good drive going until we got on 4th down and we ultimately got stopped. And once they get the ball back from the 4th down, their running back just goes insane, explodes for what looks like 40-50 yards. And on the very next run, the backup running back does the same thing, and he actually breaks a couple tackles and goes all the way to score, putting it up 10 to nothing. Rice has us on another 4th down, but Austin Clay makes a clutch catch, which puts us in perfect position to score, which we do with our tight end. They score again, and with 2 seconds left, we're going to try to make some magic. And our tight end makes a ginormous catch, but somehow he didn't get in, so it's still 17-7. On the opening drive of the second half, they have us on 4th down once again, but Austin Clay is always open and gets it. That makes the score 17-14. We get the stop, so we go again, and they have us on another 3rd down. Rice defense has been very strong all night. But we're going to hope that they let up because Clay gets a ginormous catch for 30 yards. And to go off of this, Carson Melvin throws an absolute laser. But Rice was all over it, and they break it up on 4th down, which makes the stop still 17-14. Rice's QB makes a terrible throw, giving us a chance to score again. He comes to catch it, and they leave the seam wide open for Clay, so Clay's going to have a nice 4th down reception. And we end up scoring on that drive, making it 21-17. And on 4th down, Rice trying to throw up something of a prayer. They don't get it. We end up turning the ball over, so they get it again. We get a sack fumble. So Rice is scrambling to get anything off. 3rd and 18. The quarterback's looking for something. They get a throw out of a sack, and it is 4th down now. 4th down coming. Quarterback looking, trying to find a player, and doesn't get it. So that's going to be the game for Rice as we cap it off with a score, making us 4-2. And after that game, we actually get 3 commits, 2 4-stars and 1 3-star, which is very huge for a school. Coming up next, we have South Dakota State versus Buffalo. South Dakota is 5-0, Buffalo 3-2. South Dakota State starts out with the run, but they get on an early 4th and 2. And obviously Buffalo is going to be the underdog in this, but film says that Buffalo is a little bit of a stronger team than they appear, so we're going to see. After picking up that 4th down, it is 1st and 10, giving South Dakota a perfect chance to run the ball, and they do cross in the end zone. What's different? South Dakota State forces an early 3rd and 4 on their first drive of the night, and they don't get it, so they punt. South Dakota State then tries to capitalize, but Rayner gets hit out of a sack, and it's a pick 6. Score is now 7-7, and one thing they found out early on is that they're not blocking at all for the run. So on 4th and 11, they try to do a play action after running 2 run plays, but they don't get it. He gets sacked. So the defense tries to force a 3rd and 5, and they get it. So they end up forcing a field goal, which is great on the defense. Now on the following drive, they get a 3rd and 7, and Flowers tries to find something, which he scrambles for a 1st down. And after this insane grab by Chauncey Cobb, he does. So they try to run a QB keep. Doesn't happen, so they run a play action instead on 3rd and 10. And Flowers trying to find his receiver in the back of the end zone. Can't find it. And the Buffalo get another field goal, making it 13-7. On the opening drive of the second half, Buffalo gets another field goal, so that's another stop for the defense. Really has been a defensive game, which again, so Raiders in for the 3rd and 4, trying to get something, makes an amazing throw to Chauncey Cobb. Chauncey Cobb makes one man miss, and they're at the 20-yard line. Raiders tries to find someone in the back left of the end zone, which is Rucker, and he does, making the score 14-16. Defense forces another field goal on the 13-yard line, and they hit this one as well. This makes the score 19-14, and on the following drive, Jacquez Cross gets a passing touchdown to make the score 20-19 because they went for it. And after the 3rd down, they cause a 4th. Rainer gets hit as he throws, and he throws an interception trying to get Rucker the ball, which gives Buffalo a perfect chance to score. And now that they're in really good position, we're going to see something that they haven't done since the first half, which is score a touchdown. And Flowers is ready to do something right back. So Flowers tries to throw a screen, but doesn't work. Tries to run it one more time, and it does this time. Jacquez Cross gets the ball, and to end the game, 27-26, they get the win over Buffalo. Moving on to week 6, they have ECU versus Pasadena. ECU's 2-3, Pasadena 4-2. So ECU's obviously the underdog here. Pasadena starts out, Carson Melvin trying to throw a contested ball, and it's intercepted on the first drive of the game. And on the very following play, the running back just gets a couple of men to miss, and they just score. Following that embarrassing display from the defense, Carson Melvin has been fed up, so he throws Ridley to the back left pylon, the front left pylon, sorry. And after a defensive breakdown where his running back that just scored is wide open, he just takes it all the way to a house from a flat play. So Carson Melvin he knows it's gonna be a shootout, so he's ready to do it. He rolls right, trying to find someone. Austin Clay, who else, gets the catch, and the tight end caps off the touchdown, 14-14. And what's surprising is the quarterback kept the ball, breaks 2 tackles, and makes it to the end zone as well. This is a terrible display from the defense here. The score is now 21-14. Carson Melvin trying to find someone, finds his tight end again to get it on the 1-yard line. And he also gets his own touchdown to cap it off. He has 2 touchdowns this game. And on the following drive, Lamfrin gets an interception, forcing the turnover, giving Pasadena a chance to score right before half, and that's exactly what they do when Austin Clay gets a seam beater to the end zone, making the score 28-21. ECU trying to do something as well, and they do, throwing a whole shot. Lewis is just too slow, making it 28-28. And on the following drive of the second half, quarterback tries to throw a really nice ball, but he throws it too far to the left, forcing the punt. Carson Melvin trying to find someone. He does. Austin Clay on a post route, 35-28, 3rd and 8 now from the ECU, and he throws a similar hole shot from the beginning or the end of the first half. But Austin Clay is just always open, and I don't know why they try to put a linebacker on him like he wasn't going to score, but then ECU scores right back. And on the very following drive, Carson Melvin gets baited into throwing this flat route, and he gets a pick 6 out of it. Carson Melvin determined to make up for his mistake, so he tries to get his tight end going, which he does, making a huge reception. And he finds Garcia in the middle of 2 zones, making it 49-49. They try to do a QB keep, and he gets stripped. So after that strip, you think the game is in our hands, but no. Carson Melvin throws another interception, which the corner takes all the way to the 20-yard line, and the run can't be stopped this game. They get it down to the 1, and they hand it off one more time, and guess what? Touchdown. Carson Melvin on 3rd and 10 now, trying to make something out of nothing, and he misses this bad. 4th and 10 for the game on the line, trying to get something going, and he misses again. That's 2 times where he missed wide open plays. So the game is over 56-49, and maybe we had to wonder, is this the quarterback of the future, or should we change? And for South Dakota State's Week 6 game, they have Toledo. Toledo started out pretty hot on defense, making the 4th and 7, but Rainer's just too good, finds the corner, and Jacquez Cross makes another 3rd down catch, but they're 3rd down again. But that doesn't matter because Clay is going to take the score when Jacquez Cross isn't in. And we thought it was going to be safe, but on the opening kickoff of Toledo's drive, they just take it all the way to the house. And that's surprising for South Dakota's special teams, because usually they're one of the most disciplined in the nation. Now the score is 7-7, and they force a 3rd and 12. Rainer trying to find someone, but a questionable play there, maybe PI, forces a 4th and 12. Rainer not surprised by this at all, and gets Chauncey Cobb for a clutch 4th and 12. And the very next set of downs, Rainer trying to find someone, and he doesn't. He underthrows and gets intercepted, and the safety trying to make multiple people miss, and he gets a nice return down to the 40. After that, Toledo says, okay, we have perfect position to score. They get a wide open running back, and he makes a man miss and scores 14-7. Toledo's defense has been insane, forcing another 4th and 7, and Jacquez Cross barely gets this one. And another 4th down. Flowers now has the ball, and he's trying to throw something, doesn't get it. So with 2 minutes left in the first half, on 3rd down, Toledo finds a post route for another touchdown, 21-7. And they get stopped once again. And after some magic, hitting his teammate in the head with the football, and he still catches it, making the score 28-7. And this really looks like a South Dakota collapse. I don't know what's happening. They look good all season, but I guess Toledo's their kryptonite, because they don't get anything on this drive either, throwing a flat route on the last play of the half. And they finally get a stop. Toledo punts the ball, but again, 4th and 2. Toledo's been insane on defense, and this drive no different. And the quarterback misses an easy throw. I mean, that's really bad. But defense clutches up, 4th and 18, and Toledo trying to punt dot to put South Dakota in a very bad position. And that's exactly what they do. They get him on the 1-yard line. Jacquez Cross then loses the football somehow, and now they're on 4th and goal, making a great stop to get the field goal, but still 31-7. They try to get another drive going, but they get stopped, and there's another missed tackle, and this running back is going to go all the way to the house. I mean, this is one of the worst collapses we've ever seen from a college football team. Rainer trying to get something out, throws a bomb to Rucker, which is caught at the 30. Rainer throws another ball to Chauncey Cobb, getting their 2nd score of the game finally. Toledo says, you know what, we've been running the ball all day, we're going to do it again. And running back makes another man miss and gets it down to the 20 when it really should have been stopped for way less. On defense, Toledo finally forces another turnover, but it doesn't matter, because when you force a turnover against Toledo, I guess they're just going to pick it up and score again. So even when you do something right, you can't. So the game ended 52-14, and they really had to think about what's going on with this team, because that was a huge collapse, and that cannot happen again. And just looking at some of our recruits, we know that we had to be wary of Matt Penny, because we put a visit on South Dakota, because South Dakota is close to getting him, so we have to make sure that we win this game. And after that loss to ECU, if you notice, there is a quarterback change. We have Pine throwing the ball, and in his first throw of the game, he throws an absolute laser. Now, after this touchdown, we really got to know, is this quarterback change really necessary? Carson Melvin was a huge part of the team, but after those really bad misses in ECU, we had to really think about if this is the person we want running the team. But we're going to put that on pause because we have a 4th down. Rayner trying to find someone, and for some reason our linebacker doesn't make a play on the ball, and the tight end gets the catch, but he gets hit. And after he gets rocked, the freshman corner gets his opportunity, and he's going to take this all the way to the house. And on that drive, their left tackle actually got injured, bruised shoulder, so they're going to be without some starting players. And on that drive, the left tackle did get cooked, so that is the backup. Flowers trying to get something on 4th and 10. Flowers looking, throwing, and almost hits this sideline throw, but the receiver couldn't get his feet down. So that gives Pasadena a perfect opportunity to get Austin Clay involved, hitting the seam and touchdown, 21-0 to start this game out. And Flowers is not going to let this up because on the very next drive, Flowers rolls right and sees a wide open receiver, or contested receiver, sorry, but the DB does not go for the ball, so it is wide open. Following that touchdown, Pine's trying to look for something to answer. Pine making some adjustments on the routes, sees a wide open man on the crosser, hits the tight end Boardingham for a huge gain. And Pine looked really sharp in this game, so I wonder if he's going to stay the quarterback, because look at those throws. Austin Clay getting a huge reception. And they cap it off with the touchdown to the tight end. We know that Carson Melvin has led the league in touchdowns, or in the nation, sorry, but there's been some missed throws. I mean, there's some high highs and some low lows, and we need someone that's going to be consistent. And I think Pine can be the one to do it. Harrell getting this reception, putting them in good position to score. Jacquez Cross making a man miss, getting down to the 2nd yard line, and he gets in, making the score 14-28 as he does a little dance. And Pine trying to find something with 2 seconds left, and he does, which gives them a perfect chance to get a field goal. And that's insane. I mean, 5 seconds to get down all the way and kick a field goal. That is what we need from a quarterback. Flowers looking for somebody. He tries to get Rucker, and he does, head topping the freshman, which is rare because the freshman is a great DB. Corey trying to do a little dance for some morale. But again, it's still 21-31. Porter getting this massive 3rd down and 21 pickup. Pine seeing a wide open Boardingham, putting it up 38-21. I mean, this is what we're talking about from a tight end. 3 touchdown game. This is what we need. Flowers trying to find somebody on 4th down, and a missed tackle from Garcia gives it to them. And there also was a quarterback change too. I know Flowers and Rayner interchanged, but Flowers has been the main quarterback for this game, mainly because Rayner has missed some throws, and he did get injured as well. But so far, Flowers is looking really good because right here, but he throws a pitch, and Lanfrin intercepts this pitch, and he takes it all the way to the 30-yard line. I mean, what a interception by Lanfrin. I mean, Lanfrin's been good all game getting on the ball, but that was the biggest play of the game. Garcia makes a man miss and gets a wide open corner route. Flowers is trying to throw something, but he can't, forcing the 4th down stop. And on the following drive, on the goal line, Pine looking and hits Austin Clay for his 2nd. Garcia and company trying to tackle Harrell, but Harrell makes multiple people miss and gets all the way down to the 35. And with 30 seconds left, Flowers runs a play action pass, trying to find somebody. And honestly, it's a good throw, gets a wide open man, but he drops it. Rucker has been off of his game, besides the 1 touchdown that he has had. Jacquez Cross trying to get something, but on 4th down, they are stopped. And that is the game, 52-21. This is huge for our recruiting because we did have multiple recruits there at the game. And Drew Pine, 375 yards, 80% completion. Huge game by our quarterback. And honestly, a great decision to sub him in. And to start out the game for Buffalo, we already scored and we got the stop. So we try to get another score, but we throw a questionable ball and give them a perfect chance, but the defense stops them to a field goal. It's now 7-3, but it's another 4th down. And we know that Buffalo is formidable. I mean, we've seen the game against South Dakota was a close game. We don't get that 4th down, so they end up scoring. But on the following drive, we know we had to score, so Pine saddles up and hits a wide open Ridley in the hole for a touchdown, making it 14-10. And after the stop, we drive all the way down the field, but make a questionable play to make a fake field goal. So now it's 10-14. We get another stop. Defense has been very clutch this game. Boardingham getting the reception, making it 2nd and 2. And after what seems to be a hopeless drive, is a fumble into the end zone. Lineman picks it up for a safety to make sure it's not a touchdown. Now it's 12-14, but we do drive down the field and hit a wide open Boardingham to get it on the 1, 2nd and goal. Trying to find someone, and guess what? Boardingham, the reliable hands, gets the touchdown, 21-12. Austin Clay, who else? Always open, gets the sideline pass, gets out of bounds. Trying to find somebody here, and he throws the whole shot and intercepted. Questionable ball, but doesn't matter. We get the stop, and we throw an absolute prayer, but it is caught. Garcia gets it, and this is probably one of the best throws we've seen out of our quarterback. Rolling right and hits a back right pylon throw to end the game, 29-12. Buffalo had no chance in this game. And for South Dakota State's game, it was an absolute blowout. So we're just going to start from the second half because it's already 21-0. UL Monroe had no chance in this game, and you're going to see why. I mean, Rayner's out there just throwing passes like this, and even though it was incomplete, they had been completing those all day. So without getting that 1st down, they do score their first points, a field goal. But Chauncey Cobb gets a nice pass to the 20-yard line. Rayner tries to throw another pass, contested ball, but intercepted. So maybe Monroe has a little bit of momentum here. Rayner gives a pitch to Jacquez Cross. He gets down to the 25. Rayner trying to dial up a play here. Sees a wide open man, Harrell, breaking a tackle but can't break both, so he gets in the 10-yard line and gives Jacquez Cross for 28-3. And they stop him. They don't stop him. So it's now 10-28. But Jacquez Cross gets a nice ball from Rayner, scoring another 35-17. And Flowers throws this absolute tightrope of a pass to end the game, 35-17. And honestly, UL Monroe had no chance against South Dakota. Even though South Dakota had some struggles, they weren't going to lose to a team like this. And for Pasadena's game against Eastern Michigan, we had to wonder, was Pine the QB1 the entire time? Because he's been a great sub-in and a great quarterback change, making a momentum shift. And I think maybe we did make a failure starting Carson Melvin. Maybe it's because we have a possibility of signing multiple 4-stars, and that's the reason why we don't really need a quarterback, because we know we're going to get one from the recruiting board. But Pine throws a questionable ball, which is intercepted by the linebacker. But we get the stop, and on 4th down and 13, we get another stop. So it's back-to-back stops, but we get back-to-back stops as well. So the score is still 0-0, seeing Boardingham is open. Back to what I was saying, maybe it's because we didn't know fully if that was going to be our future, but now that we know we have a chance to get some real talent, maybe we don't have to worry about Carson Melvin's development as much as we thought we did. And Pine making a great drive here, trying to look for something, and he does. He finds the right side opening for tight end Boardingham to get his first score of the night. And we get another stop. Defense has been absolutely insane this game, and you could just see it. We start all the way back at the 5-yard line. 39, trying to find something. Pine still looking, trying to scramble extra time, and he doesn't get anything. So we're going to just punt this ball away to make the defense at least a little bit of an easier job. The fair catch is signaled, and they get the field goal stop, so that's great. And we call this RPO, which we never do, and that's why, because we don't get it. So defense finally caves in, and they score their first touchdown of the game, so it's 10-7. For how many defensive stops we have, it's absolutely abysmal that we still have 7 points on the board. But Pine throws an absolute laser, and somehow they ruled out a fumble, so they get the ball back. But guess what? Defense stops them. So Boardingham trying to get their second score of the game here. Gets a nice reception, and Austin Clay, who else, is wide open for the score. Now that the score is 14-10, Pine's going to be a little bit more dangerous with this ball, and he gets a nice sideline pass. And as he's trying to look for another similar ball, he finds who else than Austin Clay, who has been driving all the way down, and Boardingham caps it off with the second of the night, making the score 20-17 after the defense caved in once more. But still, defense has been playing really good at how many stops we've had, because we've had a lot of turnovers in this game, and we're still up by 3 points. Pine, nice ball in between zones. And honestly, maybe Pine was the QB1 all along, and we just made a huge blunder, making Carson Melvin the starter. Boardingham for another touchdown, so that's a 3-touchdown game for him. And this is what I'm talking about. Throwing out of a sack when that's your throwing side arm, and you still make a absolutely clutch play on 4th down to get the score. After a questionable pass, sailing the ball over everyone, maybe he just wanted to throw it away, Eastern Michigan's quarterback throws a tight window, but doesn't matter. It's 27-24, too little too late from Eastern Michigan, and another great game from Drew Pine. And now for Oregon State's game against South Dakota. South Dakota is at home. Rainer starting a nice drive off with a great underneath play to Rucker, and since he feels Rucker is hot, he throws up to Rucker, and it's batted away, but Rucker still catches it. Very dynamic athlete, gets the ball off of a tip drill, and Chauncey Cobb makes a man miss and scores for the first score of the game, making it 7-0. Oregon State's QB Malik Murphy trying to find somebody, gets his tight end for a nice gain, and we know that Oregon State likes to run a lot of RPO and run plays, so we're going to see a lot of Hankerson's runs and a lot of Malik Murphy runs and some nice short passes here from this team. So we're going to see if this is true in this one. And Malik Murphy throws an absolute tightrope of a ball. He's thrown already one pass like that already in the first quarter. I'm going to wonder if he keeps continuing to throw passes like that. And he tries to find somebody, but he doesn't. Goes on 4th down. Bold decision, but finds another tight window. I mean, this is what I'm talking about from Malik Murphy. He has that cannon, that extra oomph in his arm to get him between defenders. After a nice drive, Jacquez Cross trying to cap off this drive, but on 4th down, he does get in very, very close there. And this is what I'm talking about with the RPO game. We're going to see a lot of these short plays that turn to big ones by making people miss. Malik Murphy trying to find somebody on the screen, gets Anthony Hankerson for a nice gain. Malik Murphy trying to find somebody, throws it into the flat, and Hankerson making people miss, trying to make something out of nothing. Not on this one, not on this play though, and he finds a wide open receiver on a slant and cuts it up through defenders and getting a score 14-14. And on 4th and 7, Rainer tries to find somebody, but the ball gets batted down by a D lineman. And this gives perfect opportunity for Malik Murphy to put it up 21-14. And that's exactly what he's going to do, because on back-to-back plays, huge gains, and now 21-14 is the score. Rainer on a play-action pass trying to find somebody. Doesn't find anyone. So on 4th and 10, Rainer just airs it out, but he gets hit in the process. So it gives another chance for Malik Murphy to dice this defense up, and that's exactly what he does, because he gets them on the 1-yard line, and he gets intercepted by Nelson, a star linebacker for South Dakota, and that's a huge momentum shift. But it wasn't, because it's a safety. Questionable play by the offensive coordinator try to run a play action on the goal line, and this is what I mean. I mean, Hankerson making people miss, a lot of runs and a lot of RPOs, And this is what we were worried about in the beginning. Malik Murphy pulling that ball, and honestly, look at that. Again, another one, and he goes in. He makes the score 29, sorry, to 14. And after getting this 2-point, they end up losing this game. It was just a really bad loss. And on to Missouri State versus Pasadena. Now, honestly, morale was very high after those couple of wins from the sub at quarterback position. Pine has been a really big source of motivation, and you could tell because this offense is really going to be flowing in this first half. You're going to see Pine just start making some great reads and getting some easy scores in. 7-0, defense gets a stop, so Pine rolls out of the pocket, and Austin Clay makes a ginormous catch on a linebacker mismatch, and Boardingham finishes it, making it 14-0. Then defense finally caves in, and it's they get 7, but we also get 7, and we stop them. So now it's 21-7. And Austin Clay, again, he's been cooking all day, getting these easy catches, and Ridley for his second score of the night, making it 28-7. And this is where we had some struggles on offense, because things like this, I mean, we just missed a wide open read right there. We had our running back Porter in, but we didn't get him. Then we didn't stop them, so then the run game is going to be something that they're going to try to go to, which was going to be working. I mean, look at this. And then they score a touchdown, so it's 28-14 now. And Pine throws an absolute bomb to Garcia, and he catches this. I mean, he's been the guy that just gets all of the deep balls, and you know what? He catches them every single time. After those struggles, they continue with tight end on 4th down. We get another stop, but then they stop us. I mean, this second half was really defensive, and this right here was just a terrible read by the quarterback. I don't know what he was trying to do. But although Pine had some struggles in the second half, we do end this game off scoring again, and then they score, making it 42-28. Pine trying to throw something, but again, nothing. And Pine makes an absolutely insane ball while getting hit. He's been really good at doing that all season, where he's just getting drilled and he still throws these balls. Austin Clay doing what he does best, cooking at the slot receiver position. And right here, we thought we had a wide open Austin Clay, but he actually gets a pick. And to end the game off, Austin Clay set some records, and that's going to be the final game of the season. And now we have to go and see what this team can do in the offseason.